When I popped off, then your girl gave me just a little bit of la chop. Baby, so cold, he from the north, he from the...
What's good? It's the DBT Bros.
I'm D.
I'm B.
And I'm T.
And we back with another one.
Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment.
You already know.
But what we doing today, man?
Alright, bro. What we got, bro? We got Horror Story Animated, bro. I heard a lot about this, bro. You think it's gonna be scary, though?
Man,
I don't know.
Man. I don't be doing scary movies like that, but I already know I ain't with it.
Yeah,
I might be having my
bro, ain't not gonna
covered
scare me,
up.
but we gonna see what's gonna go on.
This might be frightening, bro.
Frightening?
Frightening, bro.
Oh, man, bro.
Tell called the bridge.
What's this? Who make these scary stories, man?
Bro, I don't even know. I think it's called Llama
Arts. I heard of Llama Arts before.
Llama Arts.
Shout out to Llama Arts
Alright.
for providing us with this content for you guys today, man.
Right.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, so what we watching today, The Bridge, Horror Story,
Alright.
animated. How you feel me?
Hey, man, what's gonna be happening on the bridge? No one knows.
Let's find out, man.
True, the bridge.
Let's play.
16 years old. At my school, I played for the volleyball team, and every year we would go to a camp and do volunteer work for this guy. The camp was in the middle of nowhere. When we got to the camp, we immediately started to work until 8
What
p.m.
is he wearing,
This was
bro?
around October, so it was already dark at 8. My two friends and I were sitting around the fire, trying to figure out something we could do so we weren't so bored. We heard that there was a small river down the hill from the camp, and we thought we could check it out. The problem is that it was some guy's property, and the owner of the camp told us to not disturb him since the guy was a little strange. We weren't really supposed to leave the camp, but being 16 years old, we loved breaking the rules. We walked about 10 minutes from the camp and finally reached the river. It was bigger than we expected, and there was a large wooden bridge that crossed it. The bridge was about 20 feet long and was big enough to let a truck go over it. My two friends and I decided to go under the bridge and check it out. As we were walking by the shoreline, we saw two headlights off in the distance moving towards the bridge, so we bolted underneath it and hid. We then heard the truck roll over our heads and to the other side. My friends and I chilled there for a while, just talking and throwing rocks in the water. It was about 8:30 at this time, and now it was pretty much pitch black. That's when we started to hear a slow rumble in the distance. The same truck had come back, and this time it was moving much slower. We stayed put under the bridge, stifling our laughter. Eventually, the truck moved over the bridge, but rather than going over to the other side, the truck stopped right on top of us. The only thing you could hear was the rushing water and the hum of the engine. Then, the door of the truck swung open, and out came a loud thump on top of the bridge. Then we heard a loud scream saying, "I know you're out there!" I looked at my friends and they were both shaking in fear. This must have been the crazy property owner, and he seemed pissed that we were on his land. He started screaming and saying he was going to hurt us if he finds us.
Exactly what
We could see that he had a flashlight and was swinging it around looking for us. We heard loud thumps as he walked around a little bit, calling out for us, and thank God he never went under the bridge. Eventually, it went silent, and it sounded as if he went back into his truck. I was too terrified to move. We sat there for about 10 minutes, and then my one friend, who we'll call Trevor, whispered in my ear, saying that we have to go. I gave him a quick nod, and in slow motion, we moved out from under the bridge. We started to army crawl on the shoreline of the river, and I remember looking behind me to see the top of the bridge. I saw a white Ford F-150. In the driver's seat was the man, staring right at me with a sinister smile, and gave me a little wave. At that moment, I screamed and ran. My friends saw me run and took off after me. I could hear screaming from behind us. I took a quick glance behind me and saw that he was chasing after us, and I couldn't quite make out the object in his hand, but it seemed to be a weapon of some sort. We ran into the forest and ducked behind a bush. It was pitch black in the forest, and we couldn't hear a thing. We sat there for a while, just shaking. The man never walked by us, and we never heard him. After we gathered our courage, we got up and walked back to camp, got into our tents, and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, we talked to the camp owner about the man that owned the property of the river. The camp owner said that he didn't know much about the man, but he knows that he has some mental problems and he'd been accused of assault. I am so happy that we were able to escape from underneath the bridge.
Crazy.
I can't imagine what would have happened if he caught us.
Dang, bro.
Yo, I swear, man.
That's exactly why you shouldn't be creeping around, man.
Shit, that's why I don't go camping right now.
Stuff like
man.
that. You said he ain't give him a chance or nothing. But
Bruh,
listen, you ain't got no
listen.
chance on my man.
Bro, that's crazy. He gonna say, all right. He said, come
Thank you,
out.
nothing, bro.
He said, come out. And bro, like,
You like, oh, man,
when you
get
say
that.
come out, like, all right,
Yeah,
I can come
give me-
out, I can get off your property, but then he gonna hit up and say, what? What you said? I'm about to kill you or something? Or he
I'm about to
threatened
hurt
him?
y'all. I'm about to hurt you if you
He
don't.
threatened him. He told him pull up out of there. Get up from under that bridge. I know y'all down there.
Oh man, it's
Oh,
over.
my
Who's gonna do
God.
that? It's over. I'm staying under.
Man.
He already threatened him, so I'll be scared too.
Dude, he got mental health problems, so
Man,
you don't know how that is.
This is why I don't go camping right now, man. Cause of that stuff right there is gonna be happening
Bro,
now.
bro,
Black people don't
bro.
camp.
He ain't
I'm
doing
sorry.
that.
You don't go
Nah.
camp because you black. That's why, bro.
He
Stop
is.
playing, bro.
Alright, I ain't
Hey,
want to say it
hey,
straight.
yo, just think about that. Winnie.
He ain't with it.
Bro.
Yeah.
He said he
Yo,
under the bridge too,
My
cuz.
boy,
He
yo,
under
bro.
the bridge too. You feel me?
Yo.
But
Alright,
shout out
bro.
to that video. Shout out Llama Arts. That's
Llama
the
Arts,
bridge.
yeah. That was pretty good though.
Horror story. It was-
But we hit
it
you
was
up with
cool.
another one though. I
Yeah.
watched another one, right? We
Yeah.
watched another one. Yeah,
Another one?
Definitely.
another one.
Alright, watch out for our next video.
Yeah.
Which one we gonna watch, man?
I don't know.
Y'all find out. Make sure y'all tune in. DBT Bros! Ah!
Oh wow, guys. Bro.
Hey, yo,
Bro.